You're exhausted. And it's not because you're lazy or weak or doing too little. It's because you're doing too much of what isn't you. Every day you wake up and step into roles you didn't choose. You smile when you don't feel like it. You agree just to keep the peace. You perform because you're scared of being misunderstood. But here's the quiet truth nobody talks about. You can't live a full life when you're split into pieces. Let me explain. We were taught that fitting in means surviving. So you learn to switch your face, your tone, and your energy, depending on who's watching. With friends, you're the confident one. At school or work, you're the quiet, responsible one. Online, you become whoever gets the most likes, but every version of you costs energy. Every smile that isn't real drains something invisible. Until one day, even when you're resting, you still feel tired, because rest doesn't fix pretending. If this feels too familiar, you're not alone. Almost everyone around you is exhausted, not from doing too much, but from being too many people. Here's the thing nobody warns you about. When you lose touch with who you are, the world starts to feel fake. You laugh at jokes you don't find funny. You chase goals that don't excite you. You keep saying yes when everything inside you screams no. That's why you feel disconnected, not because life is meaningless, but because you've been living too far from yourself. And the scariest part? You forget what yourself even sounds like. That quiet voice inside you has been whispering the whole time, but you've been too busy performing to hear it. So what do? You start small, painfully small. You start by telling the truth, even when your voice shakes. You start by saying no once without apologizing. You start by showing up as you, even if it feels awkward, even if no one claps for it. And here's what's beautiful. The moment you stop performing, your energy returns, because energy doesn't come from caffeine or sleep. It comes from alignment. Every step back to yourself is a step away from exhaustion. You were never meant to be 10 people in one body. You were meant to be one honest version, messy, real, and free. The world doesn't need the perfect you. It needs the real you, the one who's still figuring things out. So let this be your reminder. You don't need to prove you're enough by being everything. You just need to be something real. So tonight, when you're alone and the noise finally fades, ask yourself, which version of me do I actually want to keep? Because once you answer that, you'll stop performing and finally start living.